Practically, after the ceasefire being implemented on the 27th of November 2024, the ceasefire became effective, which commits Israel to withdraw gradually within 60 days from the Lebanese territories. Today we are surprised that the Israeli army decided after 35 days of the period, meaning something like half of the period where Israel should withdraw from the territories it incursioned into in the south of Lebanon. Now, Israel says it wants to keep some military posts and to remain in these areas, i.e. to remain occupying these areas. The strategic objectives for Israel for doing so, the things they wish to achieve is first is to get Israel to make use of as long period as possible to use the time to attack certain military positions which Israel considers as strongholds for the resistance in the areas where Israel could not incurge into before. But now, under the ceasefire agreement, under the 60 days, Israel is abusing this time to get in, blow up, destroy without any deterrence. So Israel wants to do whatever it wants to do and to achieve certain military objectives that were not achieved during the land war. It couldn't get into Qawzah village before, but now it's incursioning. When they tried to get into that village during the war, there were 15 Merkava tanks destroyed. But now the Merkava Israeli tanks are beyond that village and got into that triangle that was a stronghold before. So the first objective is to destroy more and more of the military capabilities of the resistance. Secondly, is to pressure the Lebanese army, to push the Lebanese army to have a confrontation, to create a problem, a military problem between the Lebanese army and the resistance environment, the resistance fighters. So Israel wants to establish this kind of military confrontation between the resistance and the Lebanese army. Thirdly, Israel wants to prevent the South Lebanon citizens from coming back to their villages under the pretext that the resistance is hiding within the civilian homes. That's why Israel wants to keep these border villages, some 60 villages, to keep these villages under the Israeli control and with no inhabitants, no life within it, and just to keep it as a buffer zone. Fourthly, Israel wants to link the high hills of the south of Lebanon that are overseeing the Palestinian territories in Maroon al-Ras, Jabal al-Ward in Anata, and Talat al-Tawaida in Anisa. He wants to connect these hills with the Sharafa and Kafar Shuba hills. Israel wants to connect these hills together in order to control the area so as it would be part of the Israeli project in Syria to be there in Jabal al-Sheikh in Syria and to use these two areas to oversee the Litani River. So Israel wants to have boots on the ground near that Litani River and to have an artillery presence there. So that's a strategic statement by one of the Israelis. As far as you get your fire, as far as you get your influence.
General Hallal, from your point of view, what could be the main causes, or what ignited this situation, fueling the ongoing clashes between Israel and Lebanon? Again, what were the causes behind fueling the already ongoing clashes between Israel and Lebanon? What ignited or the reason behind the eruption of Israel's new clash?
Actually, to understand and answer, I would say that you assume why Israel is doing the violations currently and why breaching the ceasefire agreement and not committed to the ceasefire, right?
Right. Right. Because there seems to be new actions made by Israel and new decisions. So what ignited that?
I believe that the Israeli enemy, since it started to accept the ceasefire on the 27th of November 2024, Israel believed that it could, under this ceasefire, it could continue pushing the Lebanese army to go and dismantle or even attack the homes and prevent the Lebanese citizens who live in these villages that are on the adjacency of the Palestinian occupied territories, to prevent them from coming back. But the agreement did not entitle this. The agreement approved the return of the Lebanese citizens to their homes, and that the Lebanese army becomes in charge of security, assisted by UNIFIL. So the Lebanese army is not committed to attack or to target the Lebanese citizens and keep them away from their homes, because these people could be resistance and could not be resistance, but it's about not having weapons in the hands of these people, and there should be no weapons in this area except that of the Lebanese army. So the Israeli enemy is doing its violations there now for two reasons. First, Israel wants to link the return of the settlers into their settlements in the north of Palestine, and wants to link that to the return of the Lebanese in the south to their homes. Israel wants to postpone and delay the return of the Lebanese citizens to their homes in the south till it can return its own settlers to the north. The geostrategic change that happened in Syria, because Israel got into Syria and controlled Jabal al-Sheikh and controlled some 5,000 square kilometers. It controlled the Horan Valley, and now it's close to the now it's trying to get to Suwaida and the Druze mountain and Arab mountain. So Israel goes there into Syria, claiming that it has established new operational reality to be able to attack in case a new war is erupted, so as to circle the resistance from the south of Lebanon and from the east of Lebanon through Syria.